we're back. All right. I noticed there was a little bit of syncing issues with some of my narration and the video last in our first and last episode. Not our last episode. I warned you I'm going to do more of these. Our last episode, which was our first episode. Not our last episode. You guys do know what I'm talking about, right? Anyway, out of sync narration. I'm just running around, going to grab some more seeds, grab some leaves, try and get this farm reasonably well done. Interesting start. Where I'm at isn't terrible. I just trying to decide what I'm going to build, what kind of structure. I'll probably hide in a hole in the ground for the immediate future. Just, I'm never really convinced. While I've got a better starting point than usual, well, okay, than usual for me. I didn't start in the middle of the snow or desert or anything crappy like that. Well, I've got a decent starting biome. This is kind of just a little too hilly to make a good base without a lot of work that I'm not really sure will pay off yet. So I'll probably mine the area out, get everything as portable as I can, and get the heck out of here looking for that ideal spot that I never find, just like all of us. So we'll get some fences going. I am going to make the haha today. I know I mentioned it last time, and we will see. Yeah, we'll get a hut or something, or at least a storage room going eventually, if I don't get distracted again. What are the chances of that? So I'm just going to make some more fences and gates and try to at least get this center area with the farm reasonably secure. And time for a little speed. One of the things you'll notice is I always put the same tools in the same spot, no matter what they're made out of. That way I can always hotkey and have my pick out on 2, have my shovel out on 3, axe on 4. 5's kind of a floater. Since I'm farming right now, you'll notice it's the hoe. That floats, and I always have food in 8 and torches in 9. So that gives me 6 and 7, plus usually 5 to float with, depending what else I'm carrying. Now, it backfires on me a lot when I'm picking up things randomly, and you'll see me try and dig with whatever's in the number 2 slot, but overall, it is an efficiency improvement for me. Oh, more mushrooms. Bring it on. And, yeah, gonna do a little digging. Since Tinker's Construct is now a huge part of the mod, I've been considering, and I've decided to wait for the better quality tools. I've been considering making like a wooden scythe and a wooden excavator and all the cheesy versions of the tools, but the durability for those advanced tools, plus the extra steps, I don't even think I can do a tool station yet. I'm pretty sure it takes a lot of iron. So the durability for those tools is not good enough to justify, and the scythe doesn't quite have the one thing that I preferred in Red Power, since I'm not a huge Red Power is all that crap fan. The one strange thing I missed. What the hell's over here? All right, more apples. That's yeah, okay. It's still early. I'll keep digging. All right, don't worry about what else down there. All right. Something's got to give me room. I must see this. I am intrigued. And I'm digging with a seed, because what the hell? What the? Oh, alright, a arrow spawner. That doesn't look dangerous at all. I have the terrible temptation of hopping down there, just to see what would happen. Not that big of a fool, though. Alright, how am I gonna... I don't see a chest anywhere. Alright, let's just try and make it safe. I doubt torches will do anything, so... yeah, shoot through that, huh? Okay, does it shoot on the diagonals? Probably. I'm gonna assume yes, and just fill this crap up. And those are acting like skeleton arrows. I was hoping I could come down and swoop up a bunch of arrows, but yeah, no. Oh well. But we'll still secure it, and not going to break it yet in case there's some... Well, diagonals are pretty safe. Alright. not going to break it yet, just in case there's something interesting to it, and I'm going to guess the one stacked underneath it is another arrow spawner, since I haven't seen anything pop out. By now, something would have chewed on my butt if it was a monster spawner. Yeah, I'm not... Well, speaking of monsters. Hello. Get back down in the hole. Back down. Don't leave me alone. The axe do any more damage than the pick? Maybe. Yes, I really should carry weapons too. And weapons go in the number 1 slot, going back to that. I'm not going to be able to mine that with the wood pick, am I? Yeah, a little cobblestone it is. And, yeah, it's nice and sunny here. This... I don't know. Maybe this will be my little cave home. I wonder if that arrow spawner will hurt mobs. If it hurts mobs, then I can use it and kind of build defenses around it. Something to consider, anyway. Yeah, a little coal. Coal I should be able to get with this pick. I think I already have been. That copper, nothing I can do for it yet. What's up? Hey, leave me alone. Oh, crap. No. Alright, so, yeah, spawning on the roof. Get some food. Alright, yeah, well, that was disappointing. Still gotta figure out if that's oil or poison or where the hell am I? Just here. Have a friggin' apple. Grow me an apple. I'll put it on my main tree. It's kind of cheaty, but there is something to be said for... Yeah, get another egg. Thanks, Boo. There is something to be said for using your deaths to advance in Magic Farm. Rather than wasting my hunger bar, rather than using up food when I know this life is going to... all things must pass. When I know this life is not going to last, not this one, I hope this one is, but when I know I'm going to die, there's no sense using up the food, throw it in the chest, go die horribly, get your food bar refreshed for quote-unquote free. I think those were more cotton seeds. I definitely want those, yeah. Not sure why cotton seeds are pink. Ginger is pink, too, if I recall. I don't know if it's a limitation of the palette or there's something about cotton I don't know about. Beats the hell out of me. What was I out here doing again? Oh, right, yeah, I gotta recover my stuff. And, hello. Hi. Ooh, that was... No, seed. No seed. Okay, seed? Seed. Seed. All jokes aside, this is actually turning out to be quite a few seeds, so I'm going to stash them. I'm a huge fan of making little weapon and supply caches. If I know I'm going into risk, I'd rather drop a chest down than risk having potentially valuable loot scattered about and despawning. Or, now in Magic Farm, it's a lot better with the creepers not being able to do actual item damage. There's absolutely no downside. I can drop a chest right in front of a creeper, let him blow me up, come and retrieve my stuff. It's, again, arguably a little cheaty, maybe, or at least a little cheap. And, but that's alright. There's enough things making this game harder, or this mod pack makes it a little harder than, actually, makes it challenging. Vanilla has very little challenge anymore. Do I bring a... Yeah, I'll bring a spare. And, shovel could be handy with all that gravel over there. And definitely a pick, always a pick. Keep the sticks for some torches, in case I can grab some of that coal. And the arrows only seem to spawn in the 4 compass directions. Definitely got all my stuff. I don't see that zombie anywhere. He either fell in a hole or burned to death. Whatever it was, I hope it was painful. Prick. And, Yeah, I'm not going to hang out, though. Pillar away! Alright. Whether I use that cave for something or not, I definitely want to be able to find my way back fairly easy, so... Using out-of-place landmarks, out-of-place materials, I find one of the more useful ways to give myself visual clues back. You know, I'm breadcrumbing it. I'm totally breadcrumbing it, except breadcrumbs, you know, get eaten by the birds, and Hansel and Gretel get end up murdering old women who happen to live alone in the woods. So I put something that's out of place. Gravel, as far as I know, doesn't spawn in 2-block-high pillars randomly on the overworld, or at least not on the grass. So that's a pretty clear idea, and I'll come back and torch it once I remember to carry torches. My first reasonably good single-player world, I ended up making a long path out of wool, so I could find my way to the current part of the mine. Since I haven't seen any sheep, I'm going to get the cotton going as best I can. Wheat is, of course, you know, wheat is the staff of life, so we're going to plant as much wheat as I can. The other plants, on the one hand, I want this to be reasonably organized. On the other hand, seeds that are sitting in a chest aren't doing me any damn good, so I can't even tell what time it is. I really turned down a lot of the graphic options to keep this smooth while recording, and I'm missing the clouds and the sun. I'm telling you, this perpetual haze... Well, actually, I do think it is getting dark. This perpetual haze is getting a little... Alright. Hey, stone tools. Now I can go get some of that copper. Not now, but now. Now I can. When will now be now? Fences. Yeah, that's a good idea since it's getting dark. I can do with all this crap. Alright, yes, it's time for the fence and haha. I think I'm going to... Yeah, I'll start the haha right here. The haha, as I mentioned, is an old British landscaping, possibly continental Europe, in fact I'm sure of it, but I doubt they called it a haha. Is a old-timey landscaping feature where you're trying to keep people out, but not disrupt the look of your landscaping. Done correctly, and this isn't actually done correctly, I can do it much more fancy. Done correctly, from the yard itself, you look out and it looks like an unbroken expanse. The reason they call it a haha is when you approach it from the other side, you go, oh, haha, I didn't see that, and you find a way around. So to do it properly, actually, my yard, or the part I'm living in, should be 1 square higher, so you don't even see the little brown edge over there in the distance. You just see unbroken or seemingly green hills, but still keeps the riffraff out. And the unwashed masses. We must keep the unwashed masses away from our dedicated lands. So, in my case, the unwashed masses are usually the undead masses, but I am really pushing my luck, running around with wood tools, no armor, and dark. It was intentional the other day. I wanted to lure in some of the mobs, see what this Infernal Mobs was all about, but today it's, now I'm just being foolish. So we'll get some fence. I don't have enough light, but I should be close enough. This should be a big enough area that anything that spawns is going to be outside the fence line. I don't know what the hell that was I was looking at. And, Alright, I'm going to work on this. I'm going to try not to bore you guys in real time here. Yeah, my drops chest is coming along. Seeds chest. Yeah, like I said, anyway, seeds in a chest or in my bag aren't doing me any darn good. I definitely want lettuce. Like I mentioned before, the spring salad is one of the easiest tier 1 or easiest processed foods. I'll probably get some fruit juice going since apples are coming in nicely. Right now, kind of rough sort. I'll do bushes in this back row. Everything else up front, That'll probably, everything in this front area will probably be moved once I get the, again, the tier 1 staples, which is lettuce and any of bell pepper, cucumber, tomato, and I don't remember the other options for spring salad. It's in NEI. It should be. Alright, gonna do a little speed up, cut some of the boredom. And this is as good a spot as any for me to start my mine. Alright, typically I do a very tight spiral staircase, but for specific reasons that will become clear, maybe at the end of this episode, maybe at the end of the next one, I can't do that. So, what I'm going to do is probably some longer stairs, but to do that, I need stairs. And to do that, do I need a crafting? No, no more crafting tables. I'll take this one. Doesn't really do me much good here. The word escapes me. Hey, Lamone, Mr. Zombie, let's see how the... Never mind. You don't know where the hell you're going. I'm okay with that. Alright, so... Oh, hi. Is there a convention? Is there a party down there that I don't know about? I'll have a sword handy, just in case I'm invited. So, yeah, stairs. Stairs would be good. I have some floating... Alright, let's put my head back where it belongs. Tools. Take water buckets. I don't know that I'll get down deep enough to get to lava, but... Alright, now I'm rambling. I Anyway, onward! Or downward. I like to do about 4 and then cross back. I'm gonna waste the higher tier tools. Let's see what I'm doing. I'm not gonna waste the higher tier tools on dirt and crap. So yeah, like I said, stairs. You'll probably notice that things are looking a little fast. I want to spare... Oh, right, crystal. Yeah, wooden tools are not going to make it. Definitely want to hoard this stuff. The Applied Energistics storage system, the ME storage, is brilliant. These crystals are used in everything from patterns in their auto-crafting to the basic cables that are used to ship things around in the system, as well as all of the components. It's a bit of a power hog, so it's definitely not an early game storage system. But my advice to you is if you're ever going to use it, grab that crystal and hoard it, especially in this pack. You will also need nether crystal for some recipes, mostly things like the dust and the circuits and silicon. Silicon is the thing I believe you need either of the dusts cooked for. And I am just tunneling down, I'm not digging for diamonds per se, I'm not digging for anything in particular. I'm digging for all of it. I may expand this and make this my home. I may just use it as my first dig mine and go with that. I am just going to grab every resource I can. I'm going to continue to make cobblestone stairs as I go. Throw the drag the one crafting table, grab the one crafting table and drag it around with me. I'm going to need more torches, so hopefully I'll run into some coal. I'm a big one for taking a stack of logs, a stack of food, and some tools, and then you will be able to make everything else you need on an expedition. I, of course, didn't bring a big enough stack of logs. Looks like amber's not mineable by a stone pick. That's good to know. Alright, more stairs. Time to use a couple of these torches, just to keep it quote-unquote safe. Landings there, stair. Yeah, 4. A lot of back and forth, just double checking. I want to go 4, 4, 4 down, and I like it. Again, I mentioned I like a tighter spiral, typical, but there's a specific reason I'm going with this. I think I want to use bronze tools heavily in Tinker's Construct. It is actually superior to iron and frees up the iron for a lot of other things. There's been some a couple of people have asked, what's with all the tin? The brownstone roads are great. I love actually using my tin for that, but it takes forever to make a significant amount of it. And sorry about the darkness. And the bronze tools, I end up with a surplus of copper, even with forestry using quite a bit of it. I end up with a surplus of copper and tin. So with Tinker's Construct, I've been very happy with the bronze tools. I've played with them a little bit previously. They're slightly better than iron, slightly faster mining speed, very reasonable, and it'll leave the iron for the things I need iron for. Back to real time for a moment to take a look. We're going down fast. Should make some more stone tools while I'm at it, but I'm kind of just being stingy with the sticks. Alright, getting a good amount of crystal, finally broke down and made a few more stone tools. You'll notice I do mine the salt. It's not used in a lot of recipes, not even with all the growth craft, harvest craft, and all that. But it does get you experience points, which I have no idea how far off I am from getting a crafting table, and I will eventually use some salt, so I do tend to grab it any chance I get, and just chuck it and ignore it. Chuck it in a chest somewhere, ignore it until I need it. Just continuing to dig down, not doing any real branch mining, just kind of playing catch as catch can. Now, oh, good, it's raining. Well, I'm going to restock on some food. Maybe ditch my chest, or ditch my supplies in the chest, get some torches going. How's the farm coming? Not very well. One of the changes in this pack, I don't remember if it's native to Growthcraft, Harvestcraft, or what have you. It's Torchlight isn't going to help your farms. It's daylight. So that'll put a crimp in your underground farms, if those are any of you that like those underground farms. I'm hoping those mushrooms can do well. And generally speaking, if you haven't noticed by now, there is a huge slowdown in how fast crops mature. I'm okay with that. One man should not be able to survive on a little 9x9 plot of farmland. Yeah, I'm gonna build it. Probably just drop it right next to the right next to it. Okay, gears, cobble, stone, and your choice of dust. That's good. The dust stretches a little further. You shouldn't need to pulverize or grind a lot of crystal to get dust. You should get enough dust in drops to get through. Now I'm going to get a furnace going. Now here's another thing that I discovered kind of the hard way. I don't know if it's tough as nails. I don't know if it's native. So I don't know where it's hidden. Somewhere in the mod pack. Furnaces will start fires. Shocking, I know. You don't want to put a furnace next to grass or in your nice wooden house. Thus, the slab here that I've got just for safety's sake. So I need a couple pieces of stone. Looks like my fence and haha combination's working just fine. Thought I heard something. Oh, just get some more food. And yeah, gates. Gates would be nice. Careful, careful. I'll leave that open. That'll be safe, right? So yeah, zombie archers, who knew? Alright, well, I'm gonna... Yeah, the ha's gonna make this a pain on this count. There's always hiding in my hole. I'm just gonna duck down here. He has nothing I want anyway. With the drop rate of the non-named mobs being absolute crap, doesn't really make sense to fight them. Or at least spend a lot of energy fighting them. Take a quick look around. Move the crafting table down to where the action is. So I'll continue my stairs down into the mines. Oh crap, you again? Alright, it's on. Time to die. Haha! Oh, thank you, that was convenient. I'm not really sure how we got down here. But, hey, I'll take it. Alright, folks, I'm about out of time. I'm gonna end it here. Just do a little neatening up, dig a little deeper, and hopefully next episode will be a little more even. I'll put it that way. Thanks again, and I will talk to you soon.